Next use case. Now this time, I want to design a lighting application which is used to represent the three divisions over there. Okay, I want to represent divisions. How to represent a division? Okay, now let's see. Like for example, assume that for example, I have a white paper. In that white paper, I want to design two diagrams. Then what we will do? We are dividing that whole page into two halves. Okay, divide the whole page to two halves, and the first top, okay, the top first half we can write one diagram. In the second half, we can write one more diagram. Suppose if you want to draw four pictures on the same page, then dividing the page into four parts over here we can do. Like the similar way, whenever we are going to be representing the content on your lighting application, we can divide that whole space of the browser into small parts over here, small portions. That each portion is called as a division. Like, for example, when you go to your Salesforce org, when you go to your Salesforce org, whenever we are accessing an application here, for example, whenever I'm accessing my application, there is application feature over here. Now, this part here, this is one division. This part is one separate division. Now, this is one separated division. And then this part is a separated division. In that division, they have placed these components. This is one separated division here. This is a separated division. Like that here, whatever the space that we have on your browser or on your application or component, now here inside that if you want to represent some different content, then divide that whole browser space into small pieces with the help of divisions. In order to prepare the division, we are using the help of a tag called as div tag. We are using div tag. Div tag means a division tag. So by using this division tag, we can divide the whole page space into various small portions. In each division, we can represent some different content also. Depends upon your business need, we can represent whatever the content that you want based on the business requirement. Now, so in that case here, how to use this division, how to apply a different style for each division. Now, let me show you one by one. Okay, understand the concept here? Now, for example, let me take a small use case. Create a lighting application to represent the different content on the browser in different divisions. In different divisions. To represent the different content on the browser in different divisions. So we need to prepare our own divisions, and inside the division we are going to represent it. Whenever we are using this lighting framework, in the entire lighting framework, in every component, in every page, we are using div tags, HTML tags, break tags, underline tags, table tags. These are common. Everywhere we are using this tags commonly. Generally, when you go to the lighting training, nobody will give all this information. Directly, they will go to the lighting components. But in that case, without knowing this HTML functionality, how can we use that? Okay, lighting component will be difficult. That's what here I'm spending some time to give this HTML tags, how to apply the styles. Okay, one by one, I'm giving all this information so that you can feel comfortable. That's what I told you. Lighting application can be made up of by using HTML elements and lighting components. Okay, HTML elements means HTML tags. We can use that. Now, then how can we use this? Okay, division tag. Now let's see. Now I would like to represent. I'm creating a new lighting application. Now I would like to represent the content over here. Patient details application. Now I'm representing this. This application represents the patient details. Now we are having this application file. In this application file, we can able to have the various divisions so that we can specify div tag. This is the division here. Now I would like to represent some content over here. Now this division represents the patient basic details. Patient basic details. I'm adding one more division here. Okay, one more div tag. This division represents the contact details. Patient contact details. I'm adding one more division here. Multiple divisions also we can add, okay, within a single page. That means inside a single web page, we can add multiple divisions. This division represents The doctor appointment details. No limitations here. N number of divisions also we can able to use. So within a single application, we can have n number of divisions. This is the first division here, second division, and the third division. These are the three divisions which we have placed. Now, let me save this. Click on preview. Once you click on preview, this is the first division will be getting visible over here. There is a second division over here. There is a third division, okay, which will be getting represented. Now, these are the three divisions. Now, if you want to differentiate these divisions over here, then we can apply different colors. Here, for each division, we can apply the style here. Style equals to, I'm going to be representing that. Background color, green. Okay, background color, green. I'm representing this. This entire division will be getting visible with the background color green. There is a green color here. Second division here. Don't write that one. I will like that some more properties also. For this one here, I'm going to be giving that light blue. Okay, light blue. For this one, I'm indicating gray. Okay, gray. These are the three different colors we have applied here. So now, for these three divisions, three different colors will be getting applicable over here. This is the first division here. This is the second division. This is the third division over here. Now, if you want to set some width for these divisions over here, we have the properties. We can specify width. I'm going to be indicating like some 600 pixels. Width, I'm indicating 600 pixels over here. So now the width will be getting applied. So up to this is 600 pixels over here. So the color will be applicable up to this part only here. If you want to give some height also, we can specify the property. Height. Height. I'm indicating 40 pixels. Height of 40 pixels. Now we can specify the height of this division also. Depends upon the requirement. We can specify height, width. Now,
what is pixel actually? Is pixel?
Now, so in this case here, whatever the browser space that we have, this entire browser space starting to ending will be considering as okay the 1000 pixels. It will be considering as 1000 pixels. Pixel means a small element on the screen. On the screen, it's a small element over here. So whatever the TVs or monitors or any screen that we have, mobile screen also, behind that screen will be having small pixels will be available here. Okay, pixels will be available here. Now, like for example, whenever we are observing any smart TV, so behind that smart TV, they will be having small pixels will be available behind the screen over there. Because of the pixels only, the colors will be getting visible, the pictures will be getting visible to you on the screen. So that here, the whole screen, okay, browser space will be considering as 1000 pixels. In that 1000, we are having this, okay, so 600 pixels will be getting width for this particular first division. Now for this one, I want to give only 500 pixels. In that case, we can specify width will be 500 pixels. Let's say this. Now we can able to apply. Now it is having 500 pixels only here. Now for this one, if you want to indicate a different, then we can specify. Or else for all the three, if you want to give only 500 pixels, then we can specify 500 pixels. Now, for all these three, we can give the 500 pixels itself. So now this is the first division, which will be having some more width will be available here. This is the second division, which is having some more width. This is the third division, which is having the content over here. So depends upon the requirement, whatever the content you want to make it visible, we can represent the content also over here. In every division, we can place your own tables also, everything we can able to place whatever you want. Suppose, for example, inside this particular first division, I want to show the product details over here. In that case, we can able to place. I'm not giving any height over here. I'm not giving any height. Now, this is the first division over here. For this division, if you want to apply the border, then we can specify the border. Border 1 pixel, solid black. Now, I'm indicating this. Here also, for this one, I'm indicating a border. Here also, I'm giving a border. Now we can specify. You will be having the borders also available over here. Depends upon the requirement. Now, in each and every division, we can able to place your own content here. Whatever the content that you want, we can show. In this content, I would like to show the product details over here. For example, customer details I would like to show.
Width is 1000 pixel, height also the same 1000 pixel.
Yes. Now, this is the first division. In the division, I'm going to be representing this content. I don't want this green color here. I want to show like as light gray. Now here we can able to represent the content. Now this is the content that we have. So now in this case, we are going to be representing this content over here. So in the first division, I'm going to be representing the customer details. There is a second division here. Here we can show some different content. In the third division, we can show some different content. Also depends upon your business needs. Clear? Understood the concept right now? No. So this is how we can able to divide the whole page space into various small portions, and then for each and every portion we can able to represent the required content. For every portion we can able to apply the different styles also, whatever you want depends upon your business requirement. Okay, clear up to this one? Now, next one. Here I will show you one more small functionality here. But practice is very important here. Okay, not okay. This is not much typical. It's very simple functionalities over here which we're discussing. Each and every functionality I will be explaining one by one here. Just we can able to initially we can go with the division directly, write some content over there. Then we can start applying each and every style, test it one by one. Okay. So now in this case, if there is any property names are having that some mistakes, it will show the error message here. If you're giving some wrong color over here, it won't apply that color. That's it. Simple. Okay. Yeah, standard colors will be available here. You can give all the standard colors also, or else you can go to the HTML colors also. In order to get the HTML colors, just you can go to the Google as well, and from there you can get the colors as well. HTML colors. Color codes will be available over here. Different color codes will be, you can able to see it over there. Now we can able to specify this is the color picker control. Like in your Salesforce also we have color picker control is available. Now, if you want to apply this particular color, just you can select the color over here. The color code will be getting visible. Directly we can specify that color code also depends upon your requirement. Now we can specify that color code as well here. Is the color code will be available to you, or else you will be having the various chart is available. Now it is indicating the color code. Now we can apply this color code also. Background color equals to, we can specify that color code. Now let's refresh. The color will be getting applicable. Okay. Now, understood the concept now? Next. Next one. Let me show you one more small example over here as part of this application. Now, here this is the application that we have. We are having a division. Now this division is going to be representing some content over here. This division is representing some content. Now, in that case, the content is visible at the left element over here. Okay, it is at the left element. Now, what I want to do is this content I want to show in the center part here, center of the page. So in that case, how can we apply these properties? Okay, now let me show you. In that case, here we will be having that. Okay, margins we need to apply. Okay, we need to apply the margins. Then what are the various margins are available? Let me explain. For example, assume that this is a page that we have. You know the concept of margins. In normal papers, we are having the margins over there. Assume that this is a page. Okay, there is a page. It's a white paper over here. Okay, it's a white paper. Now I want to write some content over here. Generally, from the childhood, what we will do, whenever we are writing some content on the notebook, on a paper, we are not starting from the starting over here. We are not writing the content from the starting, we are giving some borders. Now we are giving some margins over here. Here we are giving some margin here, left margin. We are giving the right margin also. We are giving some top margin. We are giving the bottom margin also. These are the margins we used to apply. Okay, and then we are writing the content from here itself. From here we are writing the content. Yes or no? Yes, we are writing this one. In this case here, whenever we are having the browser also, this is my browser here. But generally, whenever I'm writing the content is starting from starting of the browser. I don't want to write from here. I don't want to print from here. I want to give some space. So for that one, we are having some margin spaces are available here. Now this is space. This is space. This space is called as left margin. Okay, this is called as left margin. This can be represented with the help of a property that is called as margin left. Margin left property. This is the left margin here. Now this is right margin. This space is nothing but right margin. This is called as right margin. This space is called as bottom margin here. This space is called as top margin. This space is called as top margin. Now, in order to apply the margins over here, we are using these properties. Now, this property is margin top. Margin top. You can give the pixels here. Now, after the top of your browser, how much space you want to give here that we can specify. This is margin right. Margin right property. This is margin bottom property. These are the properties. So we are having this margin here. Okay. Clear? Understood the content over here? Now these are the margins we are going to apply. These are all of the four properties. Margin left, margin top, margin right, margin bottom here. These are the four properties are available here. Now, whenever I'm going to be representing the content over here, now this particular division is providing from left side over here. I don't want to display from the exact left edge over here. I want to give some space. That is left side margin. So how to specify? For this one, we can specify the property over here. Margin left, I'm giving 200 pixel. Margin left 200 pixel. So now here when you run this one, it will show from that, okay, left side 200 margin will be giving over. From here it will be starting. And the top it is showing over here. Now I want to give some, okay, space over there. Okay, margin top. We can specify. Margin top. I'm giving 50 pixels. Save the content. Update it. We can able to give some spaces over here. Okay, now next one here. Now in this case, we have given that margin left also. This is the left margin. This is the top margin. Here, next. And this is the my division here. In this division, the content is starting from where? Exactly from this border here, edge. I want to give some space. Generally, whenever we are writing some content inside these margins over here, upon starting a paragraph, we are not starting from starting here. We are not writing from the starting here. We are giving some space. We are starting from this particular place. We are writing from this place here. Now here we are giving some space. This space is called as padding. This is called as padding space here. We are writing some content over here. Here I would like to draw a diagram. For example, this is the diagram I would like to draw. This is a diagram here. Now this is the diagram. For this diagram, I'm going to be applying this color over here. Now, in that case here, we are giving some space. We are giving some space here. This is a space. This space is called as padding. Now this is left side or right side? Left side. Now this property will be getting referred as padding left. Okay, this is padding left property. This property is called as padding left. Padding left. We can specify how much space that you want here. Padding left. Now this is here. This will be called as what? Padding top. This is called as what? Padding right. This is called as what? Padding bottom here. These are the four more properties here. So instead of writing the content exactly from the edge, I would like to give some space. For that reason, we are using this padding properties. Now I would like to specify padding left. Padding left. I'm giving as, okay, 20 pixel. Padding left, 20 pixel. Let's see. When you run this one, it is giving some 20 pixels space over here. Without starting from the edge over here, it will be giving 20 pixels space over here. Now for the customer details form also, it is starting from the edge exactly here. I want to give some space also for this. In that case also, here we can specify customer details form. Now I would like to indicate padding top. Padding top, I'm giving 20 pixels or 10 pixels here. Now let's run this. Now we can give some space also here. If you want to show this content in the center format here, then we can show center tag. This content I want to show in center. Center tag. I want to show this content in center format. Let's save this one. Now we can show in the form of center part over here. So depends upon your application requirement, we can able to show the content also over here. I don't want to give this much of space. I would like to give only one break tag here. Now, let's run this content here. We can see the content whatever you want. So depends upon CSS style. Now the same style how to write in the CSS, I will show you. Okay, clear? Now, in this case here, we are applying so many styles over here. Observe this one here. These many number of styles we have prepared. These many number of styles we have prepared over here. Lengthy styles. We have applied border also. We have applied margin also. And the margin top also. Padding left also. Padding top. Background color. Width. Everything. We have specified all these things over. Now, this whole properties, all the properties we can able to place inside CSS file. How to do that? Let me show you. Just you can go to that style file. Here I'm preparing the style. It is having dot this dot. You can give that file name. That means class name, CSS class name. I'm giving the class name as I'm indicating division style. You can give anything, whatever you want here, any name. Now here in this division here, place all these things. That's it. Over. Okay. Whatever the styles you want to apply, place all the styles inside a CSS class. This class you can give any name. I have given the name as division style. Okay, I've given the name as division style. Suppose if you want to give some ABC, then you can specify ABC also. No problem here. Anything. Now I'm giving a meaningful name over here, like division style. Now this is a particular style we can able to apply, where just you can go to your division. Instead of writing this entire content over here, use a property called as a class property. In that class property, give that style class name. That's it. Over. Okay, the whole style we are applying in the style file. Now this is style class name. We are passing to the division by using that class property. That's it. Okay, so now whatever the styles you have given in this class, all the styles will be applied for this particular division automatically from there onwards. Here. That's it. Simple. Okay, this is how we are writing. Previously, we have prepared the style within the tag itself, that is called as inline styling here. That means for each tag, we are going to apply here. Why I have given that information is, suppose in future, for one specific tag, I want to apply some different style. In that case, we can go with that option. If you want to apply the style for multiple, the entire division, we can go with the help of this option. Go to the style file. Inside the style file, we can able to prepare the style. This is style we can able to class name. We can pass to that division by using class property. That's it. Simple. No, no, not diagram. Content also here. Because here I'm not using any diagram, right? This is the content. See, this is margin part. This is margin. This is padding. Okay? Don't get confused. Okay, this is the margin part. This is the padding part over here. Okay, instead of writing this content exactly from this border, I'm giving some space over here. This is called as padding. This is the left padding, top padding, right padding, bottom padding. We can specify 4. Margins also left margin, top margin, right margin, bottom margin here. They would like to apply. Okay. Now, understood the concept now? So that here depends upon the requirement, we are dividing the content into the different styles. So multiple files are available. So styles information we can write in style file, actual content we can write inside this. Suppose if you want to write some business logic, go to the controller file, write the business logic from there. Like that here, the whole functionality we're dividing into different files. That's what we're having. Okay, the bundle resources are available. Clear? Understood the concept now? Let me place this content. I'm giving this use case. Design a lightning application to represent the product details by applying the custom styles. I'm giving the style file content also, application content also. This is application file content. This is the style file content. In the real time, always we are following this style file. We are not applying within the tag itself here, because if really required, so if you want to apply the style only for a particular tag, then we can apply here. The remaining cases we can go with that style file to apply the custom styles. Okay, this is a class name. Like generally when you go to the Apex programming, we are preparing a class, right? Like that, this is called as CSS class name. So now this class name we can pass to a division tag. That means this is style I want to apply to division. So that here we can specify that class name to the division tag by using class property. Okay, for this division, I want to apply some style. That style has been already placed in the class. This is the class name. Okay, then it will go to the style file. It will go to that class. It will collect the properties. It will apply the styles for this division automatically. Okay, understood the concept now? Now, but practice is very, very important here. I think for most of the people, this attacks might be new. So that here, do the practice today so that we can feel comfortable. Tomorrow, we'll see the concept of Lightning component. As of now, we have prepared Lightning application. Now, how to prepare a component, and then how can we call the component in application, how to call multiple components in an application, how to call one component in another component here, like as nested components, we'll see practically in tomorrow's session. And then once it is done, then we will enter into input controls, like how to place text boxes, check boxes, buttons, all these things I will show you practically. Then we'll see the concept of buttons, and then we'll enter into the business logic part over there. Okay? Clear up to this one? Now. So do the practice on these features today. Tomorrow we'll see some more functionalities. Okay? Now. Thank you. Thanks for your time. Let's meet on tomorrow at same time. Don't miss the tomorrow session, because that is most important, how to prepare Lightning components over there. How to call the Lightning component in our Lightning application. We'll see with practical use cases.
Sure. Thank you.